Tesla stock down in the pre-market 1.5% this Monday morning, sitting at $256.50. Is this a sign of things to come? Is Tesla headed lower, or are we going to see Tesla rally and get back to 52-week highs? We got a few catalysts coming around the corner. But first, let's get you caught up on last week's news today. Tesla persists with price cuts after underwhelming Q3 sales. Rivian's $1.5 billion debt offering sinks stock. Lucid's gamble with cheaper trim and more. Biggest EV stories of the week. Electric vehicle stocks closed the week that ended on October 6th on a down note, although market leader Tesla managed to post a weekly advance despite reporting underwhelming third-quarter deliveries. Expected. The sector-wide weakness came amid the broader market volatility and some company-specific news. Tesla reported Monday third-quarter deliveries of 430,488 vehicles in the third quarter, down from 479,700 units sold in the second quarter. The number also trailed the company-compiled consensus of 455,000 units, however, affirmed its full-year deliveries goal of 1.8 million units. The company blamed the shortfall on the planned downtimes for the factory upgrades. Can you feel the negative connotation coming off the wording in this report? With volumes remaining insensitive to price cuts and several key catalysts lined up for the final leg of the year, analysts were bracing for no further price cuts from the company. Tesla believed expectations and announced price cuts for the Model Y and Model 3 EVs in the US, with the percentage of reductions ranging from 2.65% to 4.23%, Future Fund's Gary Black said Wall Street analysts would likely lower their 2024 earnings per share estimate for Tesla by 30 to 50 cents. It sounds like from reading this article, for the stock market to have made sense, Tesla would have sold off much more. Instead, it had slightly positive gains after all of this bad news. But despite the lower than expected deliveries numbers and despite the price cuts, Tesla's still sitting pretty lofty. Investors did not take kindly to Rivian's announcement concerning a green senior convertible note offering with an eye to raise $1.5 billion. The announcement came close on the heels of the EV maker reporting above consensus third quarter deliveries and production and affirming its full year production guidance. The stock fell about 23% in reaction to the proposed debt offering. Rivian also announced third quarter revenue in line with the consensus estimate and said its cash runway is adequate enough to fund operations through 2025. Pending everything goes smoothly with the R2 platform. Lucid launches cheaper Air Pure trim? Premium EV manufacturer Lucid this week launched a cheaper version of the Air sedan as it struggles to push sales. The company said it would offer a single-motor rear-wheel drive version of the Air Pure sedan with a starting price of $77,400. Prices must come down, even for the luxury EV market. This is a direct impact from Model S and Model X dropping their prices. Question is the Lucid vehicle now more compelling than the Model X? Forgive me, everyone, that question was rhetorical. The answer is a blatant no. Legacy automakers Ford and General Motors reported their monthly sales results this week. Dearborn edged out its crosstown rival in terms of EV sales, with the former selling 20,962 EVs in the third quarter compared to the latter's tally of 20,092 EVs. While companies are taking their baby steps when it comes to producing battery electric vehicles, Tesla is focused on upending the pickup truck market.
All right, we are coming to you live from Baja California, sir, in Mexico. As with anything on a live stream, success is uncertain, but excitement guaranteed. So bear with us if we have some technical difficulties. We are shooting this from Starlink, and we'll do our best. So we're down here in Mexico. We've got two release candidates from Cybertruck doing off-road durability testing because we really wanted to see firsthand how these trucks handled one of the most challenging routes in the world. These two trucks are straight out of the factory, except for some special race seats we've got installed. As you can see, we're getting jostled around pretty hard. We've got 5-point harnesses for our safety, but otherwise this is off the factory floor. We've obviously also attached a Starlink mobility unit, and that's what we're using for this live stream.
And this is what the people want to see. How will this handle real-world testing? 2 vehicles fresh off the factory floor. Depending on the initial pricing of the Cybertruck, it has the potential to be sold out for multiple years in advance. If you thought it was hard getting your hands on a PS5 when it first dropped, yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet.
So we've been out on this route for about a week now. We started up at, we started up at San Diego. Try and give you a view of that if I can hold it still long enough. We started up at San Diego and we've taken the whole Baja Peninsula down. We're nearly to the bottom in Cabo. 1,280 miles later. This trip was pretty awesome and made possible by the Tesla destination charging network. The team had chargers set up at hotels all along the route, so anyone with a Tesla can go follow the same route we did. It's pretty sweet. We're really thankful for all the great people we met along these destinations too. Like these folks were so gleeful, surprised, excited, amazed. Their reactions and conversations were priceless.
I have still yet to see a Cybertruck down here in the Houston area. Now, your boy has seen many of celebrities over his lifetime. I've never been one to be starstruck, but I am eagerly awaiting watching the Cybertruck roll out and watching it flood the streets in the Houston area. I can only imagine what it's like when you actually see this thing in the wild in person for the first time. The visual wow factor will only be topped by its actual performance.
It was really humbling to have such a great reception. Everyone's excitement really helped us push through. It was a pretty tough week-long trip. Long days, early hours, late nights. We're sorry if my stream isn't the most perfect here, but we're doing our best. It's a bit bumpy. The terrain we've been on has been unbelievably varied as well. Of course, we've got Baja Desert, but we've also hit Sandy Wash. That's what we're in right now. We've got rocky ridges we've had to climb through. We had forests of giant cactus we made it through. We went through a salt flat that had red salt ponds, pretty sweet. Up and over a ton of mountains. And of course, it's Baja. There was washboard.
I don't know about you guys, but there is only one vehicle coming off the factory floor that I would want if we are surprised by a zombie apocalypse. We can worry about aftermarket mods later, but off the factory floor, it's the Cybertruck.
The weather's been pretty great. You can see right now we're just around sunset. Things are going well. It's been mostly 80s and sunny, although over the week we've had a bunch of storms in and out. So we've got a few car washes throughout the trip, but nothing too terrible. I'm sure everybody's wondering, how did the trucks do? Well, you can kind of see for yourself. These trucks are hardcore. They're super fun, super durable. The only issues we've had, 2 flat tires so far. You know, we're still a few miles from the ocean, but we'll make it, I think. The ability of these trucks is super impressive. You can get on the road, be super comfortable driving on road, turn off onto the trailhead, and suddenly switch to off-road mode. We've got air suspension and active dampers, so we can totally change the ride and handling characteristics of the vehicle. And of course, it's not just capable, but it's super fun, as you can see from our viewpoint here. has been a super fun trip. Really successful overall as far as an off-road durability trip. We've got lots of time, lots of seat time, tuning all the firmware, all the variables, testing out all the hardware, taking it to the extreme. It's been great. I'm really excited for everybody else to get a chance to experience this product as we have.
And I'm excited to purchase it.
Overall, I'm super impressed, and I want to give a shout out to the whole team, everybody involved. Everybody from the studio team who made this iconic design, to the engineering team that took great pride in the details of every part, and especially the factory team that's made it a reality. It's been great working with everyone in this process. And the end result of this super capable product is just super fun. It's hard to put into words. Sorry, I'm not doing it so eloquently. Here you go. You can see the ocean up ahead. That's the Pacific Ocean, the tip of Cabo. We've got a little bit of sunset over here. So, just wanted to say hi, and that's all for now. I think we'll be signing off. So, have a good one, everyone.
One hell of a teaser video when you're talking about the durability and putting the Tesla Cybertruck through the ringer. 2 flat tires is the only adversity that you've experienced? Fresh from the factory floor, mind you. My anticipation of the Cybertruck pales in comparison when you're talking about the worldwide fervor. Need I remind you that the legacy automakers are heavily dependent on their SUV and truck sales. The Tesla Model Y has already put a huge dampener on those SUV sales. The coup de grace, if you will, is the Cybertruck. In a couple of years' times, when the ramping of the Cybertruck is at meaningful volume, you will start to see the likes of Ford, Chevy, and Ram decline quite precipitously. And it will be because they failed to innovate their vehicles. We are watching in real time the financial demise of the legacy automakers. And we're not even close to a resolution with the UAW.
$1,000 has been, $280,000 has been, a paddle was just ripped out of someone's hand.
I thought I wanted the Cybertruck bad. The reports coming out of the auction at the Peterson Automotive Museum said the auction of that Cybertruck hit $400,000. I want one, but not that bad. Me personally, I think I'm waiting for the Roadster if I'm going to be spending $400,000 on a Tesla. In conclusion, the Cybertruck is all that anyone is talking about. With its own account on X, the auction of a $400,000 Cybertruck, and the Baja live stream, we have reached a fever pitch about the Cybertruck. The only thing left is to get that climax of a delivery event. Sure, we had delivery numbers from Tesla, GM, Ford. Lucid's trying to compete with Tesla's Model S and Model X, but I'm afraid they're gonna lose that battle as well. While everyone is trying to ramp up their battery electric vehicle production, Tesla not only leads the pack, but they are in a league of their own. That's all I have for you today. Be easy. Peace.